Hello. So I wanted to pop in really quick and share with you one of my biggest tips when you are starting out on your coaching journey. And what I feel is the reason that coaches either quit, don't see success right off the bat, or they end up giving up on themselves. And that missing piece is personal development. Personal development I used to think back in the beginning was for people that had problems or any issues, and I didn't need to do it. That was a waste of my time and it wasn't going to help me at all until I started doing it. Until I started listening to a podcast or reading a book in the mornings or watching a YouTube video to get my day started, until I started doing those things and incorporating personal development and personal growth into my coaching journey, I didn't realize how important it was. And even now, 5 years into my coaching journey and business, I find that if I'm struggling after a couple of days and I can feel things slipping, or I am losing belief in myself and questioning whether I should be doing this anymore or anything like that, I have to stop and reevaluate what I've been doing for personal development. And most often, I find that I haven't been doing enough, or I haven't been doing the right personal development. So when we say you should be doing personal development, you shouldn't be doing and listening to the latest book that's out there, or you shouldn't be listening to all of the latest podcasts that are just started, or you shouldn't necessarily be listening to everything that I'm listening to or everything that your upline may be listening to. When we say to listen to personal development, we are saying to listen to something that you are struggling with right now in your life that's going to help. So if you are struggling with relationships, maybe listen to a relationship book. If you're struggling with believing in yourself, maybe listen to a book about that, or a podcast or a video. If you're struggling with parenting, because that's one we all struggle with a lot of the time, listen to one about that. It's your personal development. So with that being said as well, if you start to listen to something, or you start a book, or you start to watch a video and it doesn't speak to you, it's okay to stop listening to it right now and put it aside. I've always thought that once I started a book, I had to finish it, regardless of how long it took me to read it or struggle through it. And once I gave myself permission to stop reading something if it wasn't speaking to me, that was so freeing. It's not saying you will never go back to that book or you will never read it again. It's just saying that that's not what you need right now. And that's okay to give yourself permission to put that aside and dive into something that you are needing right now. So I know Danielle has shared a few different books that are amazing books in my mind for personal development. If you need any suggestions, I have listened and read quite a few books over my journey. I am the personal development queen, as some people think and say. So I can definitely offer some suggestions or anything along those lines as well. And if you have suggestions, feel free to share them with people. Share what you're reading. Share what you're learning from that. A lot of our posts on social media, you can get ideas and generate those posts from what you're listening to and what you're doing in personal development. So if you feel like you're struggling right now, I want you to reevaluate and see what you're doing for personal development. And before you do anything else, that's what I want you to focus on. I want you to focus on diving in and learning to believe in yourself, to believe that you are capable of doing anything and everything that you set your mind to, but you have to learn to believe that yourself. And you have to gain those tools to start believing in yourself. And that all starts with personal development.